Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Intuitive Readings by Darcy. I am doing a reading for September 26th through to September 30th, and I will add the 1st and 2nd of October in since it ends the week. I am using the Ryder Waite deck again, so I'm using this deck, and it will be for the end of the month. I'll just use it to the end of the week. So September 26th to October 2nd. And I have the cards ready, so we will just go to the other camera and have a look. Just 1 second. All right. So I am I've got 2 over here because that's for October. And this is September. And our first card is the 10 of Swords. Sorry, I had to think about what it was. And this is for September 26th. Yep, just checking the calendar there. September 26th, we have the 10 of Swords. And this is normally feeling like you've been betrayed, you've lost something. You might find yourself a little bit in a crisis. But the nice part about this card is that it also talks about recovery, regeneration, and it talks about accepting what is in front of you. Okay, sometimes we have to stop looking at the past to find our future. So that is what this card represents. The other thing about this card is looking after yourself, no heavy lifting. So today, if there's anything that you have to do that involves heavy lifting, climbing a ladder, I'm going to tell you to make sure you have someone helping you and not to be doing it on your own. It does feel like it's important that you pay attention to that message. Monday, September 27th, we have the Death card. And as you all know by now, the Death card does not mean death. It means changes. It's ending one cycle of life and moving into another cycle of life. It's transformation. It's being pulled in many different directions and trying to find your focus as what direction you want to go in. You could also be getting a message from out east. So as far as Nova Scotia, or New Brunswick to as close as Alberta, or even as close as the neighbor to the east of you. But there is a message coming from the east. And it's also about knowing that whatever change is happening around you, that change is something that is meant to happen. It's not something that, oh my God, I'm going to hate this idea. It is something that you've already put into force or into play. Wow, I know I shuffled these cards before I actually started to pull them. And on Tuesday, September 26th, we have the Magician. And we had this card last week too. And the Magician is about balance. It's performing literally magic acts, but it's also about being confident in the direction that you want to go in. It's about inspiring yourself to achieve the destiny that you are looking for. And who's more responsible for our own destiny but ourselves? And so that is what this card is telling me, is that whatever it is you're looking for in life, you are the person responsible for your destiny. Now, Tuesday, just let me check my date, that was September 28th. So we're on Wednesday now, September 29th. And we have the King of Swords. And this is a man sitting in a little bit of conflict with his own, or man or woman, please remember it's generic here. Sitting in control of their destiny and also coming to concept, or just a minute, They are also trying to balance and weigh the power that they have around them carefully. And it's also about education. And it's about finding the truth. And this truth may be about yourself and not necessarily anyone else. Then I'm just checking the date, Thursday, September 30th, we have the Page of Cups. And look at him. Young, artistic, adventurous, emotional. So you may be dealing with someone with all those qualities. Okay. And sometimes we do have to get down to that level and remember what it was like. What was it like to be mid-teens into our 20s? What kind of adventure were we looking for at that time? So we may be dealing with someone who's either looking at wanting to travel, they may want to stall their education and go out there and experience work. And this is when we look at them and we remember what it was like to be in their shoes and all those indecisions around us. And instead of being told what to do, what if we had been given a look into the possibilities of what could occur? Don't tell them what to do. Give them options. Give them an opportunity to weigh their choices, is what that card is saying to me. Okay, remember, this is a generic reading. You take out of it what you want, and you also trust your own instincts. And it's important because in doing readings, and I'm sorry about the pauses and everything, but I'm trying to find my words to make sure I'm saying it properly. Free will is a huge component of us as humans. We were given it at birth. We are taught as we grow what's right and wrong. We are left eventually to make our own decisions. And so free will is really important here. And even though I'm hearing everything saying, don't make them have to choose, make them have to look to weighing the pros and cons and decisions around them. And at the end of the day, you're not making their decision, they are. So they have to understand. So I'm going to say, make sure you throw that free will component into it with the understanding that free will means if it's not working, then change it. Okay. Next is for October 1st. Now, I will not be using the Ryder Waite deck in October, but I will be using it right now to do this brief reading. So October 5th or 1st, which is Friday, and welcome towards the end of September. And we have the 10 of Wands. And the 10 of Wands looks like he's packing a burden and has extra responsibility. So maybe it's about this young person who's going to have to make a decision, but he has to pack. Oh, maybe there's an idea. Maybe it's giving them an opportunity to try their desire and for them to realize the burden that they're going to have to pack to get to where they want to be. So maybe it's going to school and working and finding out that maybe school is a little bit better because at the end of the day, they have the knowledge they need to finish the job. But this is about extra responsibility today. And that's also could be at work as well, but it's also completion. It's finishing a project. And I know everything's going to work out because on Saturday, October 2nd, we have the Wheel of Fortune. And I like this card. And the Wheel of Fortune says to me, this is life cycles. We go around in a circle. You know, think of the 70s, the bell bottoms and everything, the peace movements that weren't always peaceful. But when we look there and we look to where we are now, some of those trends are coming back, standing up for what we believe in, but doing it in a positive way. And this is about good luck. This is about karma. This is about destiny, and it's a turning point in all of our lives on October 2nd. Well, I would say that the next week may prove to be a little bit of a struggle, but at the end of the week, it does feel that we are going to get through it. So please remember, this is a generic reading. It is not meant for anyone in particular, and that take what resonates with you and leave the rest behind. May love, joy, peace, prosperity, and happiness find you all in mysterious ways. Blessed be everyone.